All right, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, people.
Marcus Griffin.
And Christian Griffin.
Yeah, I'm his uncle, and this is my nephew. And once again, we still here in Montgomery, Alabama, but we came to a few conclusions between these. This is the fourth day here, and we in the hotel room and just doing our thing. And we doing that now more than anything. You know, would have liked to save some money, stay in a few places here and there. You know, we ain't asked nobody to do it, and from the time we showed up the first night around 9 or something, had to feel like we was gonna barely make it there. You know, it's been, you could tell from the start, just seeing people again and talking to them, and they're trying to explain the stuff we doing and why we doing it, especially. You know, I could tell right away that there was no vacancies available, so to speak. You know, but I came already prepared, and my nephew being himself, I know he was hoping that, you know, maybe somebody have a nice room for us and hot shower and a little freedom, you know, kitchen with some food. We could buy our own food and cook and all that shit. But no, I haven't felt that at all. And truth be told, I'm not mad and don't blame nobody, because every household in his own way is full. Even one that is only him, but the way his life is and everything, and he has some medical problems, so he can't really do the stuff he used to be able to do. And I'm gonna try to be vague on all this on this one, because I don't want to really say any names. I really don't really want to say the relation to him. You know, when people actually started watching, because ain't nobody really looking now. If they are, they don't know what to think, and they ain't sharing it. So they may as well not be looking.
Yeah, man. Like I say, like he been saying, when he started to explain the journey that we on, the mission that we on, and where the mission is coming from, you know, the looks that I was seeing on their face just told the story that all by itself. Like it wasn't like, yeah, okay, you know.
Yeah.
And it's sad because, you know, like he say, everybody try to, you know, praise the name of the Father and all that, and you know, they act like they all about it. They act like they all about family, but in all reality, they all in about themselves, you know.
And yeah, and as far as YouTube in particular, like especially the chat rooms, there's a lot of people who whatever the subject is, if it's even close to being relevant, and sometimes it ain't. But you'll mention the Most High, and the changes is coming, and they working and all this. But the question is, it's a lot of y'all who do believe it, and how strongly. And then too, how many of y'all who truly believe the stuff you saying and writing, and even getting into arguments for and threaten to fly out and fight people? If you really are believing, how hard are you working to spread amongst, even in the chat room, that you'll say it a few times, just like us, and we'll say it a lot. But we try not to throw in your face like the Most High, the ancestral, even God, you know, to make it all simple, sum it up. You know, and before I get any farther, we are here on behalf of representing the Most High and the ancestors, and it's been rough. It's been rough.
It has been a rough journey, and it takes a lot of faith and a lot of strength and a lot of confidence that I'm learning from them and my uncle. It's a road, but you know what I'm saying, you got to be willing to take that road, and you got to be willing to stay a course and understand what your mission is and stay on that while also growing at all spectrums.
Right. And as far as it being rough, that brings me to a real good point that I made clear to him this morning for the first time. Like, this is the first time in my entire life, from you know, early childhood, you expect to be dependent on your people. You know, into teenage years up until, you know, 18, actually adulthood, you still need help. Normally, very few of us have our own place and car and all that shit. You know, and then even when you start to hit the 19 and 20s, when you basically going on your own, most of you, at least at the time I came up in. Hell, my mom was counting the days when I turned 18, and she wasn't standing beside the door waiting to open and say, get the fuck out. But it wasn't too far from it, and it wasn't too long before I was gone. And I only went next door to my grandparents' house, but it had gotten so deep that that's what I had to do. and they didn't give me any real house beside my granddad. Sometimes complain that I sleep too long. But it take me too long to get up in the morning, which he was right. I ain't had that problem in many years. Whether I got anything to actually do or not, I try to get up and make myself do something. Usually, if ain't nothing else, but work out, in different ways. But that's that. So yeah, coming up here, and I don't have any more place to go that's stable. I don't have any more place to go that's stable than he do. So we both in transition big time. But I'm used to certain things, and this is new. But I got money, and we got ways to make it too. We just need to get on that. Been too many distractions trying to make, trying to be with family for a little while to see if they want to help out any, and without saying that, except for maybe one who really is trying, but he can't do really nothing for real because he's married. And I'm not gonna go deep into that. I'm just gonna say his wife is way more controlling than any wife and a husband I've ever seen. And this guy, he got the credentials, in my opinion, tonight to put up with hardly any of this shit. But he do. And he put up with it hard, and he smile and keep on talking. And that's fine. This relative, and you know who you are, and I want you to know if you see this. Ain't no hard feelings, and I understand just what you're going through. And I'm like, better you than me. Because we would have never made it this fucking far. Trust me. Period. And also, this lady tried to so-called son me. I ain't never the one up for that. Never. I didn't make no big fucking fuss, so I took it a lot of fucking silence, because for me to respond, no matter how I did it, she was already trying to pretend like she didn't understand when I said, don't treat me like a child. And everybody doing that because we was at the point where we had bought some camping equipment, a big tent and everything, and we had a yard and a secure little spot to camp out in, and it was 20-some degrees the last a few days, steadily, including yesterday, and we was ready to do it. And everybody's saying, oh, it's too cold, and this and that. I'm like, first of all, I've been in the Marine Corps. We done been in the cold just for fucking classes, and buildings with no walls, freeze my ass to death. You can't for real, can't hardly think. You're supposed to write and learn, and somehow you do enough to get through the shit. And this could last a couple hours. Fuck that bullshit. We had the shit we need and then some. Mm-hmm. But no, people want to treat us a lot like fucking children. But it was because nobody wants us to even camp out in their yard, even though it might be fenced in with a big privacy fence and locked up. And I ain't saying no names. They knew where they are, and like I said, I understand the shit you got going on, and it wasn't never in my intention to intrude on anything. That's why I never really asked until somebody suggested that I do. And without going any farther, I hesitate because I already knew it wasn't going to really work. But hey, we in this spot, so especially for his sake, I tried. Yeah. We basically got to know nice or not so nice, but it ain't been straight in the face, except for that one incident and the wife, and she ain't going to have to be seeing me anymore while we here, if I can help it, or no matter what. Sorry. It's a damn shame. Yeah. But we're going to move on from that. So we got a hotel room here, and we all right. We good. We ain't starving and everything or nothing. So, we just ain't had a chance to get in the gym or anything. Every time we think we're getting close, we realize, especially when you start off saying, I'm here on behalf of the Most High and the ancestors, and no matter what you follow after that, you realize they already kind of halfway shut down. Mm-hmm. Even the ones who think they know better or been on this whole religious, spiritual shit their whole life. I've been having a hard time seeing amongst my own folks on either side. And I gave my father's side a whole lot more credit. But you know what? He been dead for a long time. And over time, they've been getting more caught up in the modern world without even trying and without really being a part of the actual bullshit. I still don't see a lot of weaves and the eyelash and tons of makeup. These people getting older and more mature, technically, but it surprised me when not only did I say somewhat what the overall plan was when one of this so-called elders, and I do respect him, a lot, always have, because he's older than me, and ain't just that, I've watched him move, but When he said what I was telling him, his response was, "That ain't gonna never happen." I was like, okay, we're gonna close this out and just keep on being friendly until we get the fuck out of here. Because that's already a bad start. And this is the patriarch of his house. For real. With all that extra shit. Ain't cracking no whip or none of that. And his house is clean and organized, and we felt okay. Welcome, but nobody offered us no dinner. They didn't. Nobody since we've been here for 4 days just said, "Come on by and grab you a nice plate of the dinner we made last night. It's in some paper plates and wrap them in foil, and we can do that for you. You can take it with you." No, none of that shit. So I'm quickly over it. We are where we're gonna be in right now. We in Montgomery, and if we do our work and let them do theirs, I keep promising and guaranteeing. Even though I know he's a little shaky still, but he's getting better right now. That we can pretty much go wherever we want as long as we got the money we need. It ain't no different. We in a hotel right now, sitting in my car doing the video. Mm-hmm. We can do that tomorrow in another state, in another city, for real. It don't really matter. But we're going to hang here and conserve as much as we can and get this work done and catch up. Ain't all this family visits, sitting around talking to bull, telling everybody I love them and all this bullshit. It's true, but fuck it. It's been said. We're gonna move on. So we're gonna do a series of these, but it's mostly to make it clear. The main subject is how easily that people I know and even strangers will quickly turn a deaf ear and a blind eye when you start saying, "I'm here to speak for and about the ancestors and the Most High." God, the Creator, that so many say they believe in, even the ones who constantly act fucking stupid. So I'm gonna let him close it out. The face man or face, but Christian Griffin, go and say it out because we're gonna keep these short, but we're gonna keep coming with them, especially on this subject, and make it relevant to shit that we've been seeing. So we'll be back shortly, but this one's gonna be our first. And soon after that, you can check out this one in your own due time. Because ain't none of them really getting no real views now. But that's not the views and shit ain't the point at the moment. We're gonna keep working and we're gonna get all that up, and eventually everybody that's kind of passing by, maybe stopping for a minute and saying it ain't interesting enough, even though we come hitting it from the get-go. Mm-hmm. It's the only way I know. And he know too, because we do it together. So we'll let that deal with itself. While we make it and wait to start thriving better. So yeah, it's just this is about the rejection of the idea and the name and the overall feeling of the Most High and the ancestors. Because God forbid, just trying to tell people that I not only do I believe it's real and He believe it's real, I know it's 100% true. And everybody that's ever known me ain't never heard me going around saying any of this shit. I try to avoid any of this shit, no matter how I feel. And I felt strongly, just like I do for a long time. And now I got more than confirmation that they are real. And if you go back to any of the video, you probably see me mention it several times. They've shown me. And lucky for him, he's only really had to observe and catch up. It's been some painful shit for me, mentally more than anything else. But I'm a mental tough bitch. Now we'll be back shortly. I'm going to let him say what he's going to say, and then we're going to cut this. And we'll be back whenever. Go ahead.
All right. All I gotta say is like he been said through the whole video. All the people that want to push the God, push what they believe in, and all that, especially for our people,
or even use the term "the Most High" or in the chat rooms TMH to make it short. I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very easily to tell who really don't believe the shit that come out their own mouth and who really do believe. And then it's the fact that we went in a house supposed to be surrounded by loving people of fearing of God, people that's supposed to love family. And we went in there explaining
I fear God. Go ahead.
We went in there explaining the hardship that we going through, the Most High and the answers and the mission that we on. And then if the whole thing is we trying to help our people at the same time, and all they can do is look and just be like, okay.
If that,
like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That all that crap need to come to an end. Y'all need to really start facing up to what y'all believe in, and all y'all churchgoers. I've been seeing that since I was little, about all y'all churchgoers, all the people that try to push God in your face or try to act all holy and saint.
Yeah. Soon as I got enough of that shit, about 13 or so, 12, 13, I asked my grandparents, do I gotta go? And my granddad paused and said, nah, if you don't really want to. I said, thank you, white Jesus. And that was the last fucking time. Unless somebody died. And then I got as quick as I could. That's real shit. Go ahead, and then we're gonna stop them.
But I'm gonna cut it at this because I know for a fact me and Unc tired of this crap, and I know for the fact that they put it in our heart and soul and our spirit. I know the ancestors and the Most High tired of y'all sitting there running around, running y'all mouths and not believing in what y'all even talking yourselves.
They gotta be pissed because I'm fucking furious. I'm still a human being.
And then some of y'all, y'all go to different cultures, different things, and still not sure yourself, and still be trying to push that on people as well. And then, we'll get to everything else. But that's all I really got to say for this video. We got plenty more to come. We're going to make this one short. So
short enough, yeah. So this is Copper Colored Lifestyle.
As
Once
always,
again, Marcus Griffin.
Copper Color.
Yeah, Copper Color. You're right. Copper Color.
As always.
Bam. Now, Christian Griffin, Marcus Griffin. Also, when I get enraged enough, I'm the Incredible Hulk, but I go by Chief Thunder.
And I'm the face.
The face man. The
face man.
Yeah. So we'll be back in a little bit and take in this whenever you got the fucking time to look at something important.
And if you feel offended and work on it. How about that?
Hard. And until then, have a nice day. Bang bang.